Yo, it's the broken baker. Might be cracked, but I still rise. Hands deep in the dough every night under bakery lights. Honey buns getting hot and sticky glaze dripping slow. Working, yeah, but baby, watch how this baker flow. Late night in the shop, oven glowing like fire. Big mounds of dough waiting, calling out my desire. Flour on my apron, sweat on my brow. I need it real slow, yeah, I know how. Fingers sink deep, push and pull with the beat. That dough getting soft, feel the heat in the seat. Every curve, every rise got me hypnotized. But it's all look, no touch, man, that's the prize. I can dream though, oh I dream real vivid. Picturing that glaze running wild and wicked. Honey buns popping fresh, golden and sweet. Sticky fingers, messy sheets, what a treat. Broken baker, but the fire don't quit. Honey buns hot, yeah they love that grip. Might be broken, but I handle them right. Get them sticky, glaze them up all night. Sticky, sticky, hot and ready, broken baker, yeah we still get it poppin'. Dough in my hands, dreams never stopping. Yeah, clock hitting midnight, world fast asleep. But I'm back here wrestling with this dough so deep. Big soft mountains, begging for my touch. I work them gentle, but I want it so much. Roll it, shape it, let it proof in the warm. Whisper sweet nothings through the oven storm. When they come out dripping, shiny and fine. Got that honey glow, damn near divine. Broken heart maybe, but these hands still strong. Turning plain dough into something prolonged. One day I'll taste it, yeah that's the plan. Till then, dream big baker man. Broken baker, but the fire don't quit. Honey buns hot, yeah they love that grip. Might be broken, but I handle them right. Get them sticky, all night. All night, yeah. Sticky honey buns, the broken baker in the house. Let's bake, subscribe, hit the bell. Don't be late, we rising together, feel me? Peace.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, and what, if any, you might be. And thank you, Hellfish, for my daily attire. And yes, I do need some more sleep, but I went straight to bed after being on with Emily C yesterday, and then I slept 4 hours, and then I woke up, and you have this. It's hard to explain if you never really tried doing this stuff we're doing, because it's so weird. You're sitting in your own house and you just done 4 hours of weird content, and you get so hyper that you just want to. Well, if I hadn't run a good Christian channel, I would have say go F the world, and not in the politician's way, but the kind of way, because you're just excited. You just want to be there. You just want to go, 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 go. Lefty, you don't even know what you're talking about. You play snowball where you come from in Canada. And then I was listening to another good person on the interwebs, Mr. Kosi G. And he was, and I've said this, and this is not a critique of him or anyone else. I just have a hard time listening to this where they are listening to other people's shows and commenting on it, because I don't want to watch these a-holes. Not even with Kosi's commentary, because oh my god, they're slow. But and I was listening and I was thinking, yeah, thank you so much, Techno Stacy, for being here for 14, 16 months. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Can't see anything anyway. I'm too tired. Glad you're feeling better. I'm kind of feeling better, but also not. Again, it's that weird. You're up, you're down, you're all around. So I got these energy spurts where I'm just, and that's why I think I woke up, and had I been a man of less advanced age, I would have presented like a flagpole, because you're just, what I did for 4 hours yesterday with with Emily C is one of those things that you love and you forget about being a YouTuber because you have. I've been dabbling a lot in all these personal attacks and all of this. You're fat, you're stupid, you're foreign, you're a PDF file, you you're dumb, you don't know anything, and most of it is like water on a duck. It just bounces off, and you're thinking, "What a miserable sea life you are having." But some of it will stick. Some of it does make you a little angry, and then hanging out with Emily C just it just makes you happy. And I brought on an expert to testify about Emily C. Am I correct in my assumptions that Emily C is the bomb?
She is the bomb, but I'll tell you what, I've got a blank screen again. I can see myself on the side. Are you there?
Why is your program so or your maybe my program
I
just don't work with your lousy program?
don't know what's going on, man. It usually works, right?
I have had no one else complain about it.
That's what she said.
No, I have had a lot of complaints about that part.
Wait a second. I know what to do. Look at this. There we
I'll
go.
do a super chat. Laura
no, here's-
Reicher, I love the saying you told Emily, those you step on the way up are those you meet on your way down. I'm definitely using that one. You should use that one because it's a good life lesson that a lot of YouTubers should remember.
Oh,
And that's
yeah,
why
definitely.
it's so nice to have expert on. Expert is no one knows what
Always
he's an
good.
expert of.
I don't even know, man.
No, it was the only thing he could pounce into the keyboard that day. And
Everything I tried to take was taken.
yeah,
Nobody else had the fortitude to claim to be an expert, so that worked out.
well, there's actually quite a few channels, but the real expert
Oh.
channel is linked in the description. You should all go give them a follow. But
That's broken too.
don't you double up on my assumption that Emily C is a G.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. She makes you feel good, dude.
I did 4 hours with her, and it's kind of like when we were just sitting at your house, where we just it's 4 o'clock, we should get to bed.
Yeah,
Because she's just so nice. She's just cool.
yeah, she's very laid back. She's very accepting. She is. She's everything that I wish I were.
I have exactly. That's what I thought of when I got off, because, of course, she got attacked by some of these weird cat ladies who copyright struck everyone last week. And she's such a horrible person. Blah 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 blah. She makes fun of kids. Blah blah blah
Who,
blah
Emily
blah.
does?
Yeah. You didn't know that? Well, she clearly does, because she had made a joke, and she was, yeah, and it was to hurt the kids because she's so mean to kids. Didn't you know that she's that mean to kids?
No. Hey, let me tell you what. She's very nice to me, and so that means a lot because I'm pretty stupid.
Yeah,
But you know that.
Well, I actually told her that you were quite intelligent.
Oh well.
Yeah, I lie a lot.
It means different things in different countries. So
Yeah.
no, I know what you're talking about. Like, so like
Let me just pay the bills. Let me pay the bills.
Sorry.
Thank you, Cat Randall, for becoming a member, and thank you, Cat Randall, for gifting a membership to OnlyFan. OnlyFan. And Danny from Mountain Angels says, your time with Emily C was amazeballs. It was. Thank you, all two of you. Sorry. Continue your thought. Now I distracted you.
Oh no, I was when you said pay the bills, I was like, oh yeah, I need to go ahead and put this put out a thing that I'm over here. I don't know why it's I've got Noir, Noir, Noir. I don't know. The dark screen thing.
Noir.
Noir. However you
Noir.
say it. Yeah, it
Noir
messes up
means
on over here.
that means
What does it
dark.
mean?
Noir is
I thought
French
that
for
was
dark. Why is your program in French?
because I'm a lover, man. I'm a lover. Um, no, but so like when you were saying that we were up real late talking stuff, like it's like that's that instance. Everybody knows they've had like a I almost said a pillow fight, a slumber party, and is that chance you get to be around somebody who I don't know, accelerates your ideas and helps you, makes you feel like the better person than you feel about yourself. That's how Emily is, and I really have a lot of respect for her. It's really amazing.
Yeah, and you can tell why she smokes channels like me with, because I might have more subscribers, but she has way more viewers because she gives you she gives you this. Oh, this is a nice place. You just want to grab a blanket and a chocolate and sit down.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's a great analogy, man. That's awesome. Yeah,
And
it's
and thank you,
peaceful.
Peace Geek, for 11 months. Baker, you and Emily C was so much fun today. Yeah, and it's because you have these. You need. I was just talking about how you forget it sometimes on YouTube because you get into. You have been in all of that Hales drama, and I've been on all the
Yeah.
Reed drama, and you see all that negativity, and everyone is reaching out to you and say, "Did you see that one said this thing? Did you see that one was posting about that one?" And you kind of miss those days where you just sat there for a couple of hours and just shoot the shit about nothing.
Oh, it feels great. It feels great. It's funny you said that, like Hales drama. Like so, like last night, some things came up, and I was like, I haven't been over there in a month. And I'm trying to catch up with Turtle Boy, and I've been doing other things too. And then all of a sudden, I started hearing stuff, and I started laughing. I was like, there's stuff that's happening over there that's and I say over there, it's not any one person, but it's for I like to look at it from a bird's eye view, and you start seeing drama that doesn't need to be there. There's the fur missile mama. I think you came in the other night to a chat. I didn't maybe Friday. I didn't say hi to you, Jessica. Sorry about that. But anyway, no, it's
No, and
but
drama
yeah,
becomes the thing that you need to do because that's what you're stuck in. And it becomes self-fulfilling because yeah, you get mad at some people and they get mad at you and then they shoot back at you. And I like to take the funny angle into it and just make fun of them when people saying stupid stuff. Um, like my good friend Twisted Tragedies, who actually almost was on Outer Banks. I don't know if you know that TV show on Netflix, but it happens in the Carolinas, and you can't move to the Carolinas.
wait a second. Outer Banks. Like I just got done seeing like a house fell into the ocean there today. Another house is on fire. That's weird
That's
you
why she
said
couldn't
that.
do the show because this is what happens in the Carolinas.
That's weird, man. Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, oh, well, I've been streaming with the expert for 3 years now. Everyone, everyone I know should know him. I always promote him. The expert is my good friend out of Tennessee. He's my home away from home. He is the guy who is stupid enough to say, "Let's do a meetup and make you come over, and I'll make everyone sick." And he's running night shows. So all of you who has, I think it's called work, uh, and want to relax, he normally streams around 9ish. He will be late to his own show every time,
Yeah.
but he covers with right now. He's on an Aiden Carney experience because, of course, he knew Karen Reed. He knew because I've talked about it, and then he joined me on my Aiden fundraiser, and he
Right.
figured out what Aiden was actually accused of.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I heard he was accused of witness intimidation. I was like, "What? Like that's usually not how that works." You know. And then it's such a big world, and it's funny. 90% of the reason why I'm still following this stuff is because people keep coming in. They're like, "Hey, Misty, how you doing?" Um, is that people come in and they're like, "I love seeing you learn this for the first time," and they forget. Oh, Brazil, I like Brazilians. I forget. Uh, what what's under the glasses?
Yeah, I'll
Eyeballs.
stop pulling up because the squirrels will
Eyeballs
start
are.
running.
Eyeballs are. But it's just it's crazy. And the thing that gets me is, so I First Amendment issues have been brought up, and I think there's very valid points to it. And I think I mean that's something what I see with Turtle Boy, and this is something that affects Baker, affects me, affects everybody, is that it's gonna happen when it's gonna be questioned: is this free speech? Is there journalism? Is there a compelling argument for it? I mean, what makes a journalist, right? I don't know. So, anyways, it's
Well, that's
it's a
actually one of
landmark
the
case.
that's one of those uh, you will get to learn all the idiots as well because you had the old Karen Reed, anti-Karen Reed people who's just Aiden is hired and get paid by Dave Yannetti to put out lies for the defense team, and then when Karen Reed was found not guilty, innocent, because innocent until proven guilty. So if you're not proven guilty, ipso facto, you are innocent there. No, she was found not guilty. Not innocent until proven guilty. That is the golden standard in American law. Well, not when I don't like the person being accused. Do you have trouble tying Velcro shoes as well? Because you don't understand basic. How do I know more about the American justice system than 95% of these people? And and then we had the free can read movement had a splinter because, and you know this, we've talked about this. Whenever we have these big money cases, big numbers cases, people will try and keep the fire going because, oh shit, I need to make my own content now. I can't do that. I can just talk about Karen Reed. So let me start internal drama. We've seen it in the Depp case, the Rittenhouse case, the Karen Reed case, the Murdoch case. All the big YouTube cases will have people coming together, and then 20% will try and turn into drama, and just to keep
Yeah.
the hope alive.
That's the chat. If everything Baker just said, I concur with. That's it's a weird thing. Someone like I like to watch. I like watching the chat. I like seeing the names go scrolling by. I like seeing like what comes up in my algorithm, stuff like that. It never fails that when something's over, and I'm glad you said Johnny Depp. That's a big one, man. Those of you that know who that umbrella guy is, here's a guy, he's got almost 400,000 subscribers. He did a lot of Johnny. He was covering Amber Heard a year before the Johnny Depp trial. He covered Amber Heard a year after the Johnny Depp trial, and people were coming after him like crazy. I mean, it was so weird how the attacks and everything on him. And it's like the trial's over. I mean, everything's done. Why are you attacking? He was like, "Why are you attacking me and my family?" I mean, and they were.
Yeah,
It happens on YouTube, or I don't really do other social media beside X. And it is it's like you have people that come in for a little bit, and all of a sudden they don't know what to talk about, and they're not like how Baker and I probably before tonight's over with, we're going to say something about either World War I or World War II. I mean, because but we can talk about anything. It is like most people can't do it, and they think this looks so easy, but it's not. And it's unfortunately it ends up hurting people a lot of times. People go after families and stuff when they shouldn't.
yeah, and sadly, I follow a lot of the comic book community,
Mm.
and they have gone
Yeah.
really bad lately, especially with EVS's handicapped child and stuff like that. And we've seen the same with Aiden's. Aiden has a person in his life that had a bigger role in his life who is now gone, and is pulling his kids into it, and she. The thing is, they have these 5 people who are running 35 soccer accounts that is just constantly feeding into each other. And you can tell every account was made in December, January. And they are
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
constantly pulling up these stories because, oh, we can keep saying bad stuff. I had someone tell me yesterday why that I should go play with kids because I was a PDF file, and then I should brush my teeth and shave my bunghole.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess everybody should be doing. I prescribe to those habits, but that's me. That's my own hygiene.
Well,
I
it's
don't know,
again, it's you could just get
but
a
not
laser
the
removal.
PDF file stuff. That's something else, man. That people love to do that around here, and it is so. You talk about what the hell's drama. That's why there's a lawsuit over there, and because you have a guy who is a very successful businessman outside of YouTube, and somebody wants to say something. See, here's the thing: you don't know who everybody is. Like, it's you guys. Chat, please never use your real names on anything. Don't make it easier for people, And but uh, you go out there, you say something about somebody, but you don't really know who that person is, and you don't know who you're hurting and who you're affecting stuff. And sometimes they go to lawsuits because it's the only way to clean the record. It's just sad, man. You should never do that. This should be fun. This should be fun tube.
Well, you can do the drama, but you can keep it at. I will be a little nasty sometimes, and like the forensic room, I call them the foreskins, and I might say the Twisted Tragedy looks like she played a role in German movies circa 1970 because she has the makeup that looks like she used a Homer makeup gun. Yeah, but I would never bring her kids into it. Why would I bring
No.
her kids into it? Because you don't. My kids didn't choose that their dad was gonna do this. They probably think, oh my god, our dad is on the interwebs.
Oh,
My sister listens to me sometimes because then it's kind of like, oh, I'm talking to him when she's at work because she likes true crime and stuff like that. But then other times she's like, oh, and then you start talking to your chat, and I'm no, I don't want to be there for that because
oh no, no, I can't imagine.
yeah, and you know some of these ladies in chat, they get a little rowdy.
I don't have. I don't. I'm very protected. If they get rowdy, man, I don't know what they're talking about. So that's a good thing.
Oh, and yeah, Lana. I don't know what happened to her. I had her on my channel like 2 years ago. We did something together. Now she's
Mhm.
gone full anti-turtle. I just I She reached out to me back then, and I had her on for a show, and we did something. And like I talked about with Emily C, ships passing in the night, where you'll do a bit here and there, and that's fine. And then you just don't have the chemistry, or you don't have the time schedule, or you don't have the same interests. And I didn't know why. I I I did a little googling after and found out that she has quite the reputation on the interwebs. Normally, I'll say stay away from places like Reddit and the farms and stuff like that.
My
But
hangouts.
yeah, that's where I get my stuff from. The farms is when the expert sends me 400 articles and links, and I'm saying
It's
I
true,
don't
y'all.
go to
Do
the
not go
farms.
to these places. I kid you not. Do not go to these places.
It's yeah,
I grew up on
it's
them.
it's a good thing I'm secure in who I am. Well, you have to be that if you want to be on YouTube, because you will be told that you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're all of these things, and it has to be water on a goose, or you can't survive in it. Especially if you want to cover court drama. I covered a case
Ugh.
in Georgia where an old gentleman of color was pew-pewed by a young white woman. And I said, I'm not sure that they've proven that, because their defense was they were fighting over the pew-pew stick and it went off and he died. And I said, I'm not sure, they didn't prove that could have happened. And then it's not murder, then it's potentially manslaughter or even self-defense if she's fighting to get it out. But why did she stick it into the car if she was just trying to do a citizen arrest? I got called racist over that. No, I treat everyone the same. I will go into every case and look at it and say, did they prove it? Still, Adam Montgomery, I would personally stoke the fires of hell under his sorry ass. And I don't think they proved he unalived his daughter the way they claimed he did it. They used a plea deal to his wife to get her to tell a story that had no basic in reality. I still think that he was the cause of her death. I still think that he should spend forever in prison.
And who's this one?
Oh, it's a guy he was a crack addict who was given custody of his daughter because the mom was a bigger crack addict.
Yes, I remember you talking about that case. Is this the one where it really bothered you, right?
Yeah, because they claimed that he was sitting in the front seat and then so she passed away in the back seat. And you can't do that. You can't do that. So something else must have happened. And in my opinion, they were doing drugs and she got into the paraphernalia. That's my 100%. I'm dead certain. I have no proof of it, but it's kind of like what happened to John O'Keefe. Well, I saw a weight bench in the basement that fit exactly to the injury to the back of his head. I cannot prove it, but to me that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, that's but I will be honest about it and say I don't see it the way they do it, or I think, yeah, he's the biggest POS on the planet, and I still think they should have found him guilty, but I just don't believe the story that the state, because if I want to fight for Aiden's rights, I should also fight for the worst assholes, right? Because everyone has the same rights in America.
Well, and I mean, they like to paint a picture with Aiden and say, like, he's this whole thing. You have to take in all the totality of all these things that are very abrasive to some people, very crass. I don't know. To me, I've always been told that's how people in Massachusetts are. I've never been there, so I don't know.
It's a Commonwealth,
But
they are.
yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
Look, I've been to
by the
3 of
White
the
Rabbit.
4 Commonwealths, if that tells you anything. I've not been to Massachusetts. I've been to all the others. So, but so it doesn't mean that he doesn't have a First Amendment right to say something. Just because he does things, those are separate arguments. Those are separate things that may have been actual at a time. I don't know. I'm not looking at it like that. But people, they want to say, oh, he's such a, you got such a piece of crap over there, and it's because of this and that. Our First Amendment rights in this country are very defined because of the acts of assholes.
Yeah, they are the ones who set the limit. And I actually saw someone had the argument, you can't yell fire in a theater. You absolutely can.
You can.
If there's a fire.
If there's a fire, if it's part of the play, as long as you don't have the intent of doing something, if you're not trying to cause a mass hysteria, everybody runs out real quick. I want to say a riot, but anyway, yeah, you can say it in a lot of things. You just can't have the intent to cause.
And again, saying the word cop killer is not a threat.
No.
Ice-T was sued over that, and they said, nah. And K-Smith gifted 5 memberships to Christine Fortunato. Sleuthy Goosey, you should talk to her as well. She's more into the Delphi case now, but she had every piece of paper you needed in the Karen Reed case. She had the best timeline. Maybe Brandy Churchwell had better timelines, but Sleuthy was such a big help with getting everything. Cheryl 58, Jersey girl, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Who got the last one?
I know
Did,
Sleuthy.
did they keep one? 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, all your members have memberships, evidently.
No, Ark and the Chicken Gun got it, but they got it before StreamYard popped it. That's why.
Oh, that's funny.
Thank you.
Chicken Gang can go over there and hang out.
A Stampede.
Yes, so-
Yeah, Stampede.
Stampede, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
I have to.
Yeah.
Me and Emily C was blanking over another channel name today, and I do that a lot because you always get, oh, did you see this one? And you watch like 5 minutes of it and think, oh, they're really good. I'm going to remember that name. And then you're sitting here and saying, that one where that one is on, you know, the one with, and the other one. Oh, and the people will say, oh, yeah, that's a really good. That's this.
Yeah, I can't remember what's on my channel. Like that's always the best one when somebody says, "Hey, you just said this last time." Can I yell fire in Baker's chat room? Yes. Hey, Steven, I hate to tell you this. It is on fire. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Don't yell fire and act surprised because it's on fire. It's on fire.
The roof.
Oh my gosh.
The roof is on fire.
Yeah, Emily, man, she's good. Like, it was weird. I woke up and you guys were talking. I was like, man, I slept 12 hours last night, which was amazing. But no, that I'm so glad you guys were talking 4 hours, man. Is that not amazing? How quick that goes? I mean, she's just.
But you know those streams where you are sitting there and you're just dragging ass, where I was really expecting this was going to be a good show. It's going to be a fun show because I know these people and I've been looking forward to them.
Yeah, I've streamed with Zach before.
Yeah, well, yeah, Zach is sadly like that a lot, and you're just sitting there thinking, come on, pick up the vibe. And then you go on with Emily, who I don't want to say I discovered her because she had done all of her TikToks before, but I think I was kind of the first who had her on to do a live presentation. And then she started her own, and she was so scared in the beginning because, oh, I have too much ADHD, and she just takes to it like a fish in water. And I like ADHD people. That's why I like streaming with you because, again, you will talk about, then the Aiden Carney is and constitutional right. By the way, did you know that there was actually more French tanks used in the attack on Russia than German tanks because the French army was the biggest army at the start of the Second World Kerfuffle? No, I didn't know that because you have people who scatter all over because sometimes you get a little scripted and you get a little stuck and you're talking about all of this and you get bored and you need something. Grant was streaming for 9 hours today, yeah, and he made no sense for 8 hours and 55 minutes. Grant is amazing. He can see conspiracies and everything.
Oh, wow.
Will Declarer is part of the CIA.
Would Valhalla tell you that?
No, Valhalla is also part of the CIA. We know that.
Yeah,
but
I figured he told you that.
It's yeah. I said he had HD. I think he has more than that.
I got HD too. I got Ultra HD. 4K. Even though the cameras aren't 4K. Isn't that weird? I like that Exile. Okay, never mind. I read something wrong. Don't read the chat. That's what I always encourage people to do. Hey, I'm glad to see you're feeling better, man. And by the way, I really dig the camouflage Baker hat.
I got this from Hellfish. I'm in Hellfish gear today.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So,
wow,
yeah, it's the Baker hat. Someone will say it's a Bruins hat, but I don't know what the Bruins
I've
are.
never heard of them.
I don't play winter sports.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Are you looking forward to the Winter Olympics?
Oh, is that this year?
They start next weekend.
I'm interested to hear those stories of the Olympic Village.
I saw a story about that yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I think it was an Italian ski racer, skater, something, who got popped in a test, and she got off because apparently she had been intimate with her partner, and he had inserted the 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 substance that she popped for. It wasn't because she was doped; it was because she was doped. She got the big D.
Wait a second. That happened. Somebody else used that as an excuse. It wasn't
Uh,
Laura Owens, but it was close to that.
yeah, but
Never mind. Never mind. That was a real life thing. That's a that hit close to home right there. Baker, that's righteous. Yes, it is.
and what's on the front of the shirt? It's Hellfish's logo.
Yeah,
If you
he's
don't
got
know
great swag.
Hellfish, if you don't know it, it does a lot for veterans, which you should all be grateful for, because there's a lot of forgotten veterans out there. Talk about Valhalla. I almost forgot he existed.
He forgets himself sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, he thinks that he's not allowed to go on Twitter because he got yeeted from Twitter, or he got banned, or not banned. Was it? They took his tweet away. I don't know. It's
Yeah, that
weird.
happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, the Olympic sex scandal. That really did, though. The drug thing passing. Somebody has there's a real life example. This happened in my life, real life, okay? Where a female claimed that she tested positive for cocaine because of her boyfriend.
Yeah, he had done cocaine, and they had sex, and that's how she got it in her system, because he had raw dogged her. I think that was the scandal. She claimed that because he had. I'm not sure that cocaine is sexually transmitted.
Be a lot more people using it if it was.
Yeah.
Man, I'd be like, give me some coke, baby. I'm kidding, y'all. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke.
Imagine if we did drugs. We would be
Dude, wouldn't it be
unbearable.
awesome? I mean,
We
could you
we
imagine?
we would be talking 2,000 miles a minute, and the white rabbit would just be sitting next to us and say, "Can you please shut up? Can you please shut up?" And she would send me the eyes.
She would just leave. She would walk out of the room.
Yeah, I think even Brown Dog would just, nope, I'm out of here. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna do
100%.
this.
100%. Dude, it would be what's be so crazy is that we would understand everything we were saying, and everybody else would be like, "What's happening here?"
Yeah, and we would just be, oh, this is the greatest conversation in the world. Have you ever met that met people who are just blown off their mind, and they think they are just making sense, and you're just sitting there looking at them and think, why are you doing this all the time?
Oh, dude, you know what my thing is, and sorry, ladies, I'm not picking on women. It's just I usually pay more attention when a female is talking. Um, is the girl that gets really wasted and repeats herself. She can't get through that one sentence and keeps going over and over and over again.
Yeah,
Totally different.
and you're sitting there thinking,
Come on, sorry up.
you need to watch the Five Skins, because I think you will. I'm in love with a girl they have on there called, well, a woman. She's called Tuesday. I've seen 7 of their shows, and she haven't finished the sentence yet. She's amazing. She's one of those. I think she's from New Jersey, but she sounds like she's from California. And she'll. Well, I think, I was, and and she also always sounds like she's really tired. And I was
Is this
watching this
a
show
YouTube?
Aiden did the other day, and I'm just, and I was thinking pizza is a good thing to eat, because I like pizza. Pizza, and I don't get these people who go on Twitter and they are constantly just sitting there and they are just typing stuff. And Aiden is such a vile person, but pineapple, can you eat it on pizza? I'm thinking
What channel is this, man? I gotta go hang out there.
it's called the Forensic Room. They copyright
Oh,
struck me and a million other
oh,
people last.
well, that's not good.
Well,
Why
they
would
are
they do
assholes,
that?
and they came at me and said, because I said, "Well, see you in court." Oh, you think we have to see you in court? You don't get it. YouTube determines that it's a copyright strike. Oh, you didn't read the legal paper that you signed that you are gonna sue me within 10 days. Oh, who's the dum dum now? Then I got blocked by all of them.
Yeah, yeah. It's a copyright is a legal. It's the beginning of a legal proceeding,
And it's a
and you
federal
handle it
legal
in.
proceeding.
Yeah, you go to federal court.
Yeah,
It's right here. It's right. It used to be a post office. No, wait, hold on. That's not the right federal court building. Anyway,
and uh, and it's just
I know my federal court judge.
yeah.
There might be a conflict. Could you imagine somebody coming in and having to show up to court? And you go in there and I'm like, hey, Ronnie, what's going on, man? And then they'd be like, oh, yeah, this is a conflict. Well, we'll have to reschedule this at another time. And then they'd have to leave. It costs a lot of money. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Well,
don't
it's
copyright people. That's the dumbest thing in the world.
yeah, especially because when you then go on a stream and said, "Well, we copyright struck them because they were mean to us," you kind of just gave us that piece of we're going to send to the judge and say, "Can we just have this dismissed?" Especially
Yeah.
because fair use is pretty well established
Oh, yeah.
that you can, as long as you transform and you can use a full video of other people.
Okay, here's what's funny. You hear about copyright strikes a lot as a tuber. How many of you ever heard of going to court?
Sargon of a cat, and he won.
Who did?
Sargon of a cat is a really big conservative British
Oh,
YouTuber who he had was it Nina Sarkeesian or whatever it was. He got sued because they had some beef, and he took her entire video, and just turned everything around in it. And
mhm.
she's copyright sued him, took it to court, and he won because it was clearly the the base of the product was not the same. So I can use a full video of yours if I'm just critiquing and transforming. I know a lot of my buddies do this where they just sit and watch other people's streams and they comment on it. I can't do that. I get so bored because most of the people they watch are really really boring. So I'll just clip out 2 minutes here, 1 minute there because that's fun. Take the points that you need because there's a lot of dull people on the interwebs, and
Oh, they're horrible.
yeah, people are really really boring sometimes.
It's
But
amazing to
but
me some of the channels. Sorry.
no, not Sargon of Acadia. Sargon of Akkad. He is named after Sargon of Akkad, the old Sumerian king, I think it was.
So I don't know anything about the guy. He's overseas.
Renee Marie says, my neighbor appeared on a Zoom call hearing naked this past Friday. Apparently, he was on drug and didn't know camera on. Oh
So
my!
Renee, where do you party at?
Yeah. Do you ever go to your neighbor's house?
Oh my gosh. Talk about all that stupid stuff. So I mean, it goes back to another thing. Talking about the comic book people earlier. Big time. You were on the Zoom. I don't know
Is
what that is.
Rome really going to get bent out of shape because we're doing pineapple sauce pizzas? Have a pineapple down the Berg in the Berg.
Wait, who's doing
Uh,
pineapple sauce?
I haven't heard about pineapple sauce, but I think I've seen in one of those tourist trap pizzerias in Rome. I think I've seen a Hawaiian pizza.
Y'all know, like pineapples, they have a symbol, or they are a symbol.
I love that she just says, I'm in Brockton," and people are like, "Yeah, that makes sense." I don't know. That's the funny thing when people are like, "Yeah," and she had that weird Fall River accent. I don't know what accent they have. I, I think all people from Boston sounds like Marky Mark.
Right?
Yeah, you had J7 on today. She sounds like Marky Mark.
I thought it was for a second. I looked away and I was like, "Oh, whoa, whoa!" Scared me. I don't know if
You were
Marky
just
Mark ever
about to
liked
ask
me.
about the right stuff.
Yeah, the comic book people
No,
stuff.
that's Donnie. That's Donnie Wahlberg. The
Who?
right
Donnie?
stuff.
Mark?
Du-
Which
du-
one's
du-
which?
du. Marky Mark is the underpants, and Donnie is the new kids on the block.
Which one's married to Jay McCarthy?
That isn't that Donnie, the one who's in Blue Bloods.
That's the cool one.
He's the one who was in not Game of Thrones, Band of Brothers.
Yeah, he's very cool. He's a Band of Brothers. He hangs out with Magnum PI, and he's married to Jay McCarthy.
Yeah,
You got to admit, man, he's checking all the boxes.
yeah. And what does Marky Mark do? Roids, and that's another thing. Have you seen
Oh, he
all of
does
these?
movies on Apple
Yeah, but
Family Plan.
I can't. Daddy's Home, not a good movie with him and Woodfell. I don't
You
like that.
didn't like that. The
But
sequel was good. It's a Christmas movie.
I didn't see the sequel because I didn't like the first one.
The sequel's got Mel Gibson in it.
Yeah, I know that, but I still.
Well, it has that other guy, John Lithgow.
Yeah, he's funny as well, but I was just still not my jam. So I don't know.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
Marky
a
Mark is
Christmas?
actually friends with Jay Brill and JFK. People say that JFK was the one who produced Marky Mark's album. That's another guy you don't need to know about. Jay Brill is the only man who won a
JFK.
staring contest with Chuck Norris.
JFK can't take a shot to the head.
Well,
He's a bad
JFK
boxer.
is a very very famous Bostonian rap producer.
Oh, Boston rap scene.
He actually has he has done some rapping. I've seen some videos of it. Amazing talent, amazing talent.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not into the whole talented.
You don't like talented people. Mediocre is the most. Ocean Beach
And what does that
Ave.
mean, sponsored?
Thank you so much for becoming a member.
That's a new one for me.
My new kids on the block crush was Joey.
Who's
I don't
Joey?
know any of the names. I just know I saw my first real boob while listening to Step 1, we can have lots of fun. Step 2, there's so much we can do. It
Is
was a
this
neighbor. She was
with?
having a tank top on and she had just started perking and she leaned forward, and I can still remember that.
Is this Justin Timberlake? Was he in that? I don't know anything about rap and stuff, man.
New Kids on the Block was the first boy band.
Yeah, I wasn't in those.
How can you not have been into Step 1, we can have lots of fun?
I've never even heard it, man.
I'm so disappointed in you right now. This
I'm sorry,
you
man.
can't hang out with all these wonderful Boston. This is the biggest export ever to come out of Boston. It's New Kids on the Block. They do a cruise every year.
The Boston Chicks.
No, the New Kids on the Block.
Oh, do they really? Does Jay McCarthy go?
I have to blow my nose. You take over.
Yo, I'm not very familiar with kids and blocks and all that stuff. I stayed at home a lot, but I was very sick as a child. But not very sick, but oftenly sick. So I apologize for my lack of knowledge. I'm a blues guy. Okay, I particularly like Mississippi blues, Texas blues second, Chicago blues third. Do not like the jazz. Not a jazz fan. Not even really sure what jazz is, to tell you the truth. What does it fall into? There's always a horn, it seems like. There's always a piano, which is very, very Chicago bluesy. But I just like basic blues, rock and roll, stuff like that. So,
Just sounds like someone is fighting the instruments.
what? Someone's fighting engagements.
No, the instruments.
Oh,
My
jazz.
my dad loved jazz, and he took me to jazz concerts, and it always. I don't think anyone in a jazz band is playing the same number.
I don't think so either.
The drummer is just sitting over in a corner. The coolest thing, we have something called Papa Boo. Well, we used to have it because they're all dead now. My dad took me
Hmm.
to a concert. They had like a 15-minute solo session where every member played a solo for like 5 minutes, and the rest was behind scene just getting drunk. Then the next one came up and then ding 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 ding, and they just did that for half an hour while they were drunk. Then they took an intermission in the concert and got out and got more drunk. And how they ended the concert, I don't know but that's the beauty about jazz. Nothing has to make sense.
it does. It does sound an awful lot alike too. Harry Connick Jr. He did a good job with it. I think kind of like making it mainstream. But what do the Smex Dragons Dungeons
Dungeons.
play there?
Uh, Jessica is certain that when I finally find my new house, that I will have a Smex dungeon in it. And I've never been to because I'm not really into that swinging thing. I
Well,
think
why
it's
would you want a dungeon when you could have
well, you need to have your cross and your swing and all of that stuff. And if you have it in your living room, people can see it from outside in the streets.
I mean, as long as they're paying,
Yeah, that's the thing.
yeah.
Hey, Farley. But no, but
Oh,
I never been into. I had a. That's the weird thing. I had a guy ask me once if I wanted to go because he went to a swingers club every second Thursday or something like that, and he asked if I want to come, and I'm just like, yeah, but not that bad that I want to go to a swingers club.
here's my idea is that it's like a 5-to-1 ratio of guys to girls.
Yeah, and it's never the girls you think there's there.
Oh, it's definitely the girls I think that are there. Oh, they look like they came off of I-40 truck stop.
Yeah, I think T Rex is picking up better. I gotta.
Oh,
Oh, I have to find this T-shirt.
he has a t-shirt. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Those of y'all that don't know who T-Rex is, he's this guy. He's been around. He's one of probably the first 100 subscribers on my channel. And he's a truck driver now. And he's been a truck driver for months. When I said, so how many lot lizards are you picked up, T-Rex? And he's like, what's a lot lizard? So funny. Oh, what does that say? International Sisterhood of Lot Lizards. Yes, it's a rehab group for women that have gone in, knocked on his cab.
You know, there's no sisterhood of those. There's only grave sites that's unmarked in the desert.
It's amazing how I think it was this something silly from the FBI is like every oh, hey Marissa, I liked your card you sent Baker. That was very nice for you to
Yeah,
voice that over.
yeah.
Can't believe she
Especially
sent her
on
own
that
voice.
stream, everyone is using right now because I had someone. Oh, he was breaking a court order. Well, you know what, sweetie? First of all, the judge have no jurisdiction over me because I'm not in his jurisdiction. The expert could have streamed it. What could he have done? Said, bad boy, you're not allowed to come into my courtroom. Okay, it's a public courtroom. You can't keep me out. Second of all, And we know this because they tried to do it with Ricada. And
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
can't,
I did your thing that night or the next day. I did
yeah,
Saturday.
yeah, and it's all well and good. You're not allowed to make recordings of it. Well, you can't. It's a public courtroom.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Yeah. It was very disturbing to hear a First Amendment argument, a judge to say that in front of it kind of set the stage for the way the rest of it's going to fall out. But yeah, it's public courtroom. I don't know who they did. Well, you can't even do video in there. That was Crime TV tried to say it was their cameras and everything. Is well, that's fine, but a courtroom can't play favorites. Once you can bring your camera in, but it's you who put it out there. It's public
and if you
because
put
it's
it
for
on
the public
Zoom,
good.
if you put it on Zoom and you don't have a restricted access to it, it's a public feed because you're taxpayer funded.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I got copyright struck by Sinclair Group assholes, and they used the courtroom feed in the Corey Richards case. They have a specific law in Utah stating that you're not allowed to commercialize a court feed. You have to grant access to others. I sent that to YouTube, and YouTube still said, we don't care. They're bigger than you.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
well,
I said,
that's true. That was a big thing for a time there.
and it's just, and that's an interesting case. I would like to do it. So I have to figure out if Court TV or someone else goes there because that's actually good.
Yeah. The only thing that can be copyrighted is a watermark.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't preclude you because you can't put a watermark on a public feed.
Right.
So I can copyright strike my intellectual property, which is my commentary, but you can't copyright strike the court's feed because the court feed has nothing to do with your intellectual property.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
All my
everyone
stuff
comes
has
from my
watermark.
commentary. I could just turn off court and sit there for 2 hours saying, "Oh, that's a good argument. Oh, that's a bad argument." I wouldn't have
Well,
said
it's
that.
true. It's absolutely true. 100%. I mean, geez, that's something I never thought about. Like you could say, go watch over there, but I'll be talking about it over here.
Yeah, and I'm just again. He then goes on to talk about how it's an important First Amendment case that should be settled by the jurors. After he said you have a really strong case to dismiss, you just have to boost certain parts of it. But then,
dude, I don't think you can. I don't think the jurors are allowed to decide what's a constitutional issue.
no, I
Like,
think you have like Supreme Court to figure out.
Yeah, judges do that. I mean,
Yeah.
so like if if the Supreme Court, like, okay, Roe versus Wade's a good example, right? That happened recently. So you had Roe versus Wade, abortion had to be legal everywhere. Then all of a sudden, I forget what the second case was. It got turned over where it became a states' rights thing.
Yeah.
So you could sit here. I mean, I could sit here this whole time. Let's say it was back when Roe versus Wade was still the law of the land. I could sit here the whole time and say, "Hey, the court was wrong in this decision." Not Marbury v. Madison. What's the
Corey is a great follow. You should go follow her. She's going by Marbury v. Madison on the Twit. Just information for my viewers.
Who do I need to? I'll follow anybody you tell me to.
Corey has done a lot to get FOIA'd all the sidebars from the Karen Reed case, and she goes by Marbury v. Madison on the Twits.
Marbury v. Madison was wrongly wrongly ruled. It's another example. I'll look for her. I'll follow her. What's not Plessy? Yeah, Plessy v. Ferguson, Brown versus Board of Education. Separate but equal. And then it's not separate but equal.
No, and the thing is, you can sit there and you can yammer all about it, but again, if federal court has decided that's the law of the land, that's the law of the land. You can then try to overturn it, but that's a different thing.
Yeah.
And Big Dog, what does YouTube consider commentary and what isn't? Yes, because you don't know when YouTube is going to tell you what you're doing isn't correct. But there's a difference between YouTube can do one thing. They can go in and let's, for instance, say you are a channel who doesn't really have any content. So what you do is you just turn on a court feed from Law and Crime. You don't appear on screen. You never ever pull up a super chat. You don't interact with your studio. You don't do anything but just restream. That's called restreaming. Restreaming is against YouTube's TOS. Will they get every channel who does it? No. Did they crack down hard on it 2 years ago? Yes, because Mr. Beast and I can't remember the other guy, the one who works with the guy who made the Prime, KSI. They got restreamed a whole lot. Hassan Piker was well known for just sitting there and sitting for 2 hours and just watch someone else's stream. That's why I say it's better to cut out the parts you want to comment on instead of showing an entire stream. If you're showing an entire stream, stopping it and saying, "Well, that's stupid," you are interacting, transforming, and making it your own. If you're just restreaming, that's against YouTube TOS. That's not a copyright strike. The channel who has the feed can then copyright strike you, but that's a matter for a court of law. Restreaming is different than a copyright strike, and there's no limits. You can't say that the DMCA 107 has a limit for how much you need to do to get under fair use. But the kind of golden rule is that you have to transform, interact, and not have it as a core of your channel. That's why people get pissed at me when I stop the court feed, but it is to break it up so I don't just restream and then comment in the end of it.
Yeah. You're absolutely correct, man. And that's YouTube. The way I always try to look at it is like you gotta think YouTube's its own business. Like we have our own business. We're partners with YouTube. YouTube has their own business. They don't want everybody copying everybody. And if like I was streaming Baker streams and just not doing anything else, the rest of the time, and my channel was growing and his wasn't, well, he's the original content creator, so he's what's going to be his incentive to keep on doing it if YouTube doesn't protect his interest. And that's part of having a contract, basic contract law.
Yeah, and we are independent contractors with YouTube because we have signed a monetization deal where we say we will abide by these rules, and one of the rules are you're not allowed to restream others' content without transforming their content. That's why you have the copyright system. The copyright system is just different because you will have to sue me in federal court, and that's at least $6,000 just to get it in front of a judge who will most likely look at it and say, "Get the fuck out of here. This is stupid YouTube bullshit," and I will never ever have to pay $1. But just restreaming other people or restreaming another feed without commentary. We had Trial TV Live. They were like, okay, we're going to be on this feed, and then we're going to show 2 other court feeds at the same time on. So they had like 3 shows running at the same time. They got struck. They got demonetized, and they were providing commentary on one of them, but they thought, well, there's more cases going on. We'll just show the other cases. You're not allowed to do that because it is considered restreaming, and it's you will get to know a lot about copyright laws and a lot about things that you never thought you would know about when you are sitting here, because it's just weird.
When I started, I didn't know anybody. Like I wasn't in anybody's chat or anything like that. I didn't have anybody to ask. And man, you talk about being terrified the whole time. Because I'm sitting here reading it. There's like 3 different things. You got the YouTube, you got the Google terms, you have the AdSense terms. And I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, these things look conflicting and everything else. I just decided,
and then you have then you have your first strike or your first, there's copyrighted material in that, and the terms and rules on my OnlyFans is no feed. That's all I have.
No feet.
No feet. I
Oh,
don't do feet stuff.
really?
I
Because you
hate
have
feet.
magnificent feet. I
Feet
mean,
feet are nasty. Why would anyone? Whoa.
you have very beautiful feet for a man.
No, I have the worst toenails in history.
I got a Vietnamese girl can help you out there.
No,
Okay.
I have they. My dad had the same. My daughter said, if anyone is ever in doubt that we're your daughters, just look at our toenails because we have really weird toenails.
Hmm.
I'm like Megan Fox's thumbs, really weird looking. Not that Megan Fox, the actress.
You have people thumbs for your toes.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
I can do this with my toes. I can do that. And White
Lefty, why are
Rabbit
you
thinks it's
streaming?
weird.
I thought you streamed every. Oh, I always stream because he's sick and he's complaining.
Lefty is so Minnesota.
That's weird because he's French Canadian.
Have you
I,
seen
I,
Minnesota lately?
I was talking to Farley one day and she said, "Do you know Lefty would prefer it if you spoke to him in French?" And I said, "Why?" Well, because he has this fake accent because he plays an American. If you ever see him send a super chat, notice it's sent in Canadian dollars.
You know, she told me about him. She told me it's true that the French don't wear deodorant.
Yeah, and it has very tiny raccoon-like hands.
So small, so cute. It's almost, I swear, if they were just a little bit hairier, it'd be so cute.
I actually think Lefty's hand would fit on Shizzy. They would look normal on Shizzy, but a normal grown person, it kind of looks like baby hands on it. Do you remember Scary Movie 2?
Parts of it.
The strong hand.
I didn't watch that again. I watched it before I was married, maybe.
No, I don't want any money from you. I was just asking why you weren't streaming. Because he's always
No, the exchange rate's horrible.
Yeah, that's I had one person they were streaming from I think I was streaming from England and they said, "Do you think we can get it so we can get the payout on the days where the because dollars fluctuate a lot to our currency, so we can get it on the." I said, "Why do you care? I had $0 in my bank account from YouTube before. Now I have X dollars in my bank account. I don't need X plus 2% or X minus 2%. It doesn't matter. It's kind of like people who win the lottery. Yeah, you just got extra money. Why complain about? Well, I have to pay taxes. Yeah, you won $1 million and you get 700,000. You didn't have 700,000. You got 700,000. Yeah, but I had to pay 300 in tax. No, you never had that money.
Oh, it's so true. It's so true. Hey, I saw someone on Reddit last night said they got their first paycheck. They make $100,000 a year, and they got their first $100,000 paycheck. And they showed it after taxes and everything. It was like $2,500. And I was like, wait a second, this doesn't look right. And I looked at it, and I was like, I hate to tell this person, but they make $50,000 a year. They had their math, like they don't know how much money they make. Anyway, sorry. Just remind me of all that. It's like, hey, guess what? That was more than what I had.
Yeah, and that's the way you have to look at it, because if you sit there and say, "Oh, YouTube takes 30%," yeah, YouTube has a business to run as well. I get a check every month. I don't sit and say, "Oh, AB was so nice. She just gifted 5 memberships. Those are $2 memberships, so that's $10 she just gifted me in memberships." No, I say, "Thank you so much, AB, for gifting 5 memberships." So, Caroline Forth, Classy Godmother, Jen, Melissa Laurie, and Jennifer could be members of my channel. And then YouTube will send me a check at some point. And it might be $7, But I didn't have those $10 2 minutes ago. I don't have them now.
Watch this. Y'all, if you're a member of Broken Baker, which you should be, make sure that you did not sign up through your Apple app. If you did, unsubscribe membership and go back, sign in on a computer to YouTube, and then membership, and Baker will get an extra 30%.
Yeah, that's another. And again, I don't.
If you
I
can
don't know.
figure that out, do it. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm and again, if people don't do it, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's the same with all of these people who.
Oh yeah.
What's your Venmo? I don't care if YouTube takes 30%. I didn't have the 70% before anyway.
Yeah.
And I know YouTube have to pay for electricity as well. I'm not the only one paying for electricity. I'm just. That's
Well, it's like Apple, man. That App Store stuff is just so easy to do things through there.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, but I get in that conversation. People ask, about stuff. It's like, am I doing this right to help you out the most? I'm like, hey, I love it. I love having members. That's the base of my channel. Okay, like the $2 a month, man. That is the base of everything.
Yeah, it's funny to see. I get a lot of super chats. You get a lot of memberships. It's weird how we have this difference in our community.
Who donate. So, yeah, I may even go back to Lincoln Kane. He was his thing. He likes to give memberships because that way everybody gets an email that, and try to get people to, oh yeah, I haven't checked that guy out in a while.
Yeah, and you get those people in and say, "Oh, I haven't seen you in 2 months. I don't get any notifications." And Sarah, what happened with the cease and desist Lefty sent me? It wasn't signed, so it wasn't a legally binding cease and desist. And Irish says, "Dollars you won't see because all I have is Apple." Thank you, Iris. I see more of it than I did before. Oh my,
Iris, you know what I figure? I have the Robinhood app. And I can buy Apple stock, actually, like little pieces of it. So I try to do $10 a month into Apple. So one day I'll have enough of it. that $3 you gave Apple will come back. That's so stupid when I say it out loud.
And Raya Lama says, "Here's $1.40. Thank you." And MJ is saying, "Some fake Australian money to add." Thank you so much, MJ.
Now, when it comes from Australia, who knows what's happening?
They will never figure. They can't do that currency because how many dodos to go to $1? It's kind of like in Canada.
Dollars.
In Canada, you
They
have the
call 'em
loonie and the
dollars.
toonie. The Aussies
Yeah.
have the dodo and the roo. It's
Canadians
just
have
weird.
loonies, and I'm like, oh, like Looney Tunes?
It's I don't know. We have to. Can you? I don't want to have Lefty on my channel because he's kind of weird. But you should get him on your show,
AIDS.
and then you should ask him, why do you have loonies and toonies? I thought a loony was a bird,
Right.
and birds are not real, so loonies are not real.
Have you
But
ever
that's
met a
that's
Canadian?
when we do our Canadian appreciation stream, we'll have Lefty on.
I'm hoping there's some Canadians that say they're coming to FNL Dollywood, and I think that they may. I'll have a microphone set up for 5 minutes of Canadian time. It's an emu. Is it really? But they have emu
I thought it was the
currency?
dodo.
What is she talking about?
It's MJ. She's probably high on chocolate.
I got mini eggs.
Yeah, I was sent honey buns and sushi cues, and I didn't really. They weren't that good.
Side Eyes Jess was obsessed with your honey bun.
Well, quite a few ladies are, I got big buns, and I cannot lie.
I had to show your honey bun the other night. I think that was Friday. Everybody died. They're like, oh, you can tell he doesn't like it. Yo, when Baker comes here, It's always like, oh, hey man, have you tried this? And I'll give him like some candy or something that's Americanized. And he's like, what is it? I'm like, it's really good, man. And he smells it. He smells it. My dogs smell things because they don't trust what I'm giving them. And we watched that unfold, and it was so beautiful. It's just like when he had a moon pie.
Oh, I destroyed the White Rabbit's heart that day. When I was just, oh, this is really dry and boring. And she was just, oh, you just kicked me in the nuts.
Well, she gave you a big one, didn't she?
No, it was
minis.
There was this
was
as
a mini.
yeah, but I am quite famous for.
He looks like he can't control his honey bun habit, and his Susie cues.
That's
Dude, I had a honey bun cowtail the other day.
I don't know what a cowtail is.
It's like a caramel rope with a cream filling.
Oh my! And AB, another 5 gifted memberships. All Ellie in Texas. I should put my glasses on. Frictional Vixen. May the 4th. Zach got a membership. I'm gonna delete that. Courtney Lopez. Thank you so much. AB, 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 BAB. Abba.
Treasure Island does make a good point. Why do we always give you trashy gas station food?
Because I like it. When I come to America and people are saying, "Oh, what do you want to eat?" I want a Baconator. I want to have Zaxby's. I want to have a Filler Chick. I want to do all of that. And people are like, "Oh, you don't want to go out and have a steak?" I can have steak at home. I can't have bad American food at home.
We gotta get you chicken and dumplings.
A what?
Chicken and dumplings. It's a traditional Southern meal.
I didn't have that last time.
No.
Look who's here. The coolest person on the
Hey,
interwebs.
Emily.
Why are you up now? It's
Oh, it's like Thursday where she lives.
no, it's 12:30 where she lives. Monday morning.
She can't sleep.
Did you hear her lie? I've been a teacher for 15 years. She's 15 years old. No way in hell she can't have been a teacher for 15 years.
So here you asked me to figure that out for you. So you take let's say she has her teaching certificate, right? She got out of college, she did all that, right? And you take around that age, and then you start subtracting back. What she's trying to say is that she was the teacher's pet. So that goes back. So see, you go all the way back to like when she was like 10, and it just adds up to like 25. I think she could be 25, might be 25. I don't know if she'd have to. She probably, she has a teaching certificate. So
she was the one who
23.
always raised her hand and said, Miss Jackson, I think you forgot the homework. I don't want to.
You got homework before?
Yeah, I'm just. So she was, oh, you're my little assistant teacher. And that's why she thinks she's been a teacher for 15 years, because she started doing that when she was 10 years old.
Facts. 100% facts.
Yeah, I don't give Zach a wrench. I'm not that person. So Island, you're safe.
That's smart. Volstorm start kicking him out every time he sees him. Wrong and wrong.
No. We've met you. You were the one, and first row, of course. Middle. I don't know. In Denmark, the teachers' table is in the mid. Well, when I went to school, but that was back when we still had black and white TVs. The teachers' table would be in the middle, and the ones who needed special supervision would be placed right in front of it, and then you would have the good girls on the sides. And she's the one closest to the door, so she could get to a spot first and be ready with all of her. And she has her stationery, she has her pens, color coordinated.
I bet she had a pencil box.
Oh yeah,
pencil box.
She had.
That always impressed me.
And she's 25 years old. So she had A One
When the kids-
Direction pencil box.
Trapper Keeper.
Yeah. Oh, traveling fools. Welcome, traveling foolers.
Driving fools. I gotta get a hold of him this week. I want to hang out with him. Hey, if you see the Emily comment, but next time you see that, watch how like when you pull up her avatar, how she's doing her glasses. I don't know how she does this, but her hand is making a heart symbol. That's how pure she is. Do you see that? Her hand looks like a heart.
She is unique. And not unique in the way we are unique, where people say, "Are you touched?" And you say, "By God, no, by the stupid stick." Yeah, we probably got smacked in the face with it. But Emily is the G.
Yeah, I had to sit next to her when I got in trouble. You know, you guys sit in the front row. Then
trap
finally the
keeper.
teacher put me back in the back row. Trapper Keeper.
I don't know what that is.
It was a folder.
JTT. Oh my God.
JTT. Justin Timberlake. I don't know.
No, it's Taylor Thomas from Home Improvement.
Oh. She liked the construction.
Oh. Hey, traveling foolers, and thank you, traveling fools, for sending your people over.
Hey,
Yo.
There he is.
Yeah,
My bud, man.
and
God, I missed him so much. I finally have some time. I was like, man, we gotta get together.
yeah, have
So
some
we're gonna do it
fun.
this week.
Get out of the stock algorithm. Well, you're kind of getting out of that algorithm you got stuck in, and you should get good and do some quiz shows.
Yeah, I'm gonna do oh, I've got to do my 8-hour stream still too.
Yeah, you
Baker
still owe us an
wins.
8 hours.
How did Baker win? Were we
I knew
playing?
that there was Justin Taylor Thomas or whatever. Jonathan Taylor
Oh.
Thomas. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Did you
Oh,
know he
okay.
was on the same? I think it was WrestleMania as Jenny McCarthy was on. She was the valet of I'm Just a Sexy Boy. Sexy Boy.
Oh, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, because
I like Shawn
Pamela
Michaels.
Anderson
Heartbreak
was the
Kid.
valet of Big Diesel.
Oh man, yeah, he went to University of Tennessee. Diesel did.
He played basketball
Kevin
for
Nash.
University in Tennessee, and he pulls his quads more than T-Rex
Jim Gene.
pulls lot lizards.
But he's got to pull them out of his truck and take them over to their hole.
Yeah.
You had penguins.
Crazy Amy, don't you come in here and disparage my nice peoples.
Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah,
Amy, there's a rumor going around about her. And I think it's unfounded and I think it's sexist.
Did she start it?
No, it was someone over in Danny's chat, the Red House, because she can change the tires and fix her oil herself. And someone started calling her Butch Amy, and I thought that was just sexist.
Butch Amy?
Yeah, you don't become a lesbian and drive a Subaru just because you can change your oil. It's
No. I can't change a tire or change oil. I don't know how to. Do I look like the guy that's gonna be doing that on the side of the road? No.
You're the guy who's going to stand and wait for 3 hours waiting for AAA.
Yeah.
Instead of just taking it takes you 10 minutes at worst to change a tire.
My car doesn't have a spare, man.
Crazy Amy, can you do a show with the expert where you teach him this is a lock nut, this is a tire iron,
Hey, Crazy,
you
I
assert
want you to
pressure
teach me
to
some
one
things.
side.
I don't know if she can teach me anything.
Incognita, Traveling Fool sent me and said to say something mean to expert.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Incognita. I like that name. Incognita. I like the name Rita. Sounds like something sweeter.
It sounds like beach and umbrellas and drinks.
Oh, it does.
And
Incognita,
then
are
in
you
Denmark
a
we
beach
have a
umbrella
TV.
drink?
And stop doing that. Crazy Amy,
What?
stop spreading rumors and blame me.
Oh,
Even
you called her a
Marissa can change the
lesbian?
tire.
Well, I bet your husband put that down the list of reasons to marry you. Hey, yodels.
Yo-Yo is it's been a long while since we talked to Yo-Yo as well.
Oh, she is awesome. She is following the Turtle Boy saga now.
Yeah,
She's like she's dying. What was it? I did something the other day and she was go to the chat. She just went, "Oh my gosh, I'm dying." I was like, "You gotta get over here." But what I do, streamer expert. I'm bad.
I need
I'm derailed.
yeah, I need to hook you up with more people who are good on it. So not the drama llamas coming around, but I'm so happy that you and the old school MC, the old G, got hooked up because I think you're a good match.
Who is this?
MC, the teacher,
Oh,
Emily C.
Emily. Oh,
Yeah,
that's EC.
no,
ES.
it's MC.
Oh, MC, like MC Hammer type. Okay, I
Yeah,
got you. I get it now. I get it now. Yeah. Here's
she
the
likes
thing.
to
I
dress
want.
up. I'm just saying, her in a pair of hammer pants.
She has a fantastic collection of ties.
Yeah, and I'm
Makes you
sure
wonder if she
she's.
ties somebody up in the tie.
Oh no, it's my husband's. Sure it is. Sure it is.
Well, let me tell you what. Cornflower blue tie is rarely bought by a man, and they look great. Um. I don't know how to change a tire, but I know the color cornflower blue.
Laura, none of us are
No,
wearing pants.
no. Pants are prison.
Yeah, you only stream Winnie the Poohing it
Yeah.
because then the
Yeah.
blower from your PC will keep everything aerated.
I need to move my fan. I never thought about that.
Just don't
Oh
do
my gosh.
it. Don't put the fan up too high because
Oh, it's a heater. It's like this fan back here is a heater. I definitely got to be careful with that. What's the other one? You talked about MC. You got me thinking about. Yeah, I want her to come on a Friday, hang out. I actually love cornflower blue. Yeah, you do, Mama Bear, because it's beautiful.
yeah. AB, get some sleep. Thank you so much for gifting memberships, and I'm sorry that you live in the Carolinas because apparently it's impossible to move to the Carolinas even when you're about to get your big break in the movies.
Well, wait a second. Wait a second. Where are you in North Carolina? You're getting 7 inches because Mass
Well,
Velocity
I
was
think it's
saying that
called
there's.
being in the spot for the lucky women in North Carolina.
Well, Charlotte, I heard was going to get a foot.
How much is a foot?
Well,
Well, how many inches
12
is in a foot?
inches. 12 inches.
That's a cervix stamper. You don't want that. I've heard. I just say as long as I can hit the walls, it's fine. And I can do that.
That's why I run down hallways. Hey, do you think that I was gonna just go straight to like international policy. Hey, do you think we haven't done anything in Iran because of the movie Melania? What?
Yeah, Crazy Amy wants 7 inches as well. New Bern, North Carolina got 7 inches. Laura, you're a lucky girl.
Wait, New Bern. You live like right over there.
What kind of 7 inches are we complaining about?
She
Yeah,
was taught in the old ways.
that's no, that's not what Crazy Amy says. She says this.
Because Baker's like, let's go, let's fuck. Like, I'm down. I don't know Every
What did you do? You're like, what? Let's go.
That's what she goes. That's the rumors she spreads about me on other channels. That I apparently says stuff like that.
Listen, he is not in a bar, silly Amy, because they don't serve him in America. I almost watched the Iraq war get started in a bar in Tennessee over him.
Yeah, that was. He got really pissy about them not wanting to serve me a beer.
I never thought about it until just now. I almost saw the Iraq war get started. Oh, it was true. Oh my gosh, this guy, Fahala was so lit up over that. And I'm like, dude, it's okay, man. We can go get him something. We go to the liquor store. we get cooler. We can go get a 6-pack, man. Hang on in the parking lot. People do it all the time. 36 inches. I got like 3 or 4
That's 3
inches,
feet.
and I showed.
That's 3 feet. I can do the math.
Yeah, it is. It's a yard. It's a yardstick. You want me to give you a yardstick when you get here? Hey,
Crazy Yanks, look at this. You have a centimeters, and you have millimeters, and you have meters.
that
10,
seems awfully.
10, 10.
Yeah, what do you call 10 centimeters? What's that?
That's 10 centimeters. No, that's 10 millimeters
You
in
don't
a
have a foot
centimeter.
for
There's
that?
100 centimeters in a meter. It's
12 inches in a foot, 3 feet in a yard.
it makes no sense because
Well,
you
it
don't
does when
have a
you're playing football.
12-base system. Your
Hey, you know
system
what?
system isn't consistent.
It got us to the moon.
No, it didn't, because NASA had to switch to centimeters because you fucked it up and it cost
After
you
the moon flight.
$100,000 back then. It was expensive
But
because
we're not
the
doing the French
Europeans who drew it did it in centimeters, and then the NASA people was,
thing. It was the NASA people.
hey, should we use a 3/8-inch quarter screw bolt? I don't know what these Europeans is on about. What is a MM? Is that kind of like a candy?
Like a socket wrench. Like they come in something different than a quarter, a half, and 3/4. What size is your socket wrench?
They are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and you never have number 10.
That's a millimeter. That's a socket.
10 and 11
the socket
millimeters.
goes into a wrench. Hold on a second, I got one somewhere.
Oh, and AB says, I'm so glad I started this for you and now ditching.
Where are you going?
She's going to bed. She's teaching tomorrow. You just read her other text.
What's she teaching?
School. She was the one who was lucky and got 7 inches tonight.
Oh, I got you. But never mind.
And you're welcome. Behave all. Remember, Crazy Amy tries to make eyes with snakes. Crazy Amy is weird. She likes to go around.
She hates snakes.
Yeah, but she likes to go around and figure out who they are. So she'll start conversations. Hey, are you venomous? Are you poisonous?
They're
Are you a rattler? Because she wants to know if they're going to bite her. Why not just burn them?
Your snake story from Dollywood is classic, and people don't believe that it's being real. And I'm like, it's as real as a heart attack. Like it's the weirdest thing in the world. I'm from the area and I've never seen anything like that. I mean, I've seen a lot of weird stuff. Do I look normal to y'all? No. Okay. I mean, come on. There's gonna be something weird going on. Guess he's gonna be there. And when Broken Bear goes, is that guy carrying a snake? I really thought, honestly, for a split second, I was kind of thinking I was gonna see a guy with no pants on. And I was like, some guy, he is, isn't he? It was like a 3 foot. Hey, you want to know what a yard is? That snake. And he's carrying it by the tail, just like this, it's like up until he got up to Baker's like, why is he doing that? I was like, I don't know, somebody else's snake. And
Yeah,
then
he
he
just
throws
dropped
it
it
on
on
that
someone else's ground, and he went back to his meth lab.
Well, it looked like a meth lab that he threw it at. That house.
Wasn't it across from the courthouse?
Yeah, right across from the courthouse. Yeah. Courthouse is over here. Here's this little meth lab looking place, and he flings it at the porch. And, and we go around the corner and we go across the bridge, and there's like an Indian burial ground. And you wonder why Baker's like, you guys are crazy over here.
Yeah. Rattlesnakes will not bother you if you don't bother them. I don't care.
Well, you know what? It'd be a lot better if they carried around balloons and let me know they were there. No,
Yeah, it's
no snakes.
they're more scared of you than you are of them. Nope. I'm pretty sure I'm way more scared of snakes than they're scared of me, because they don't
don't
see
have
me on
fear.
TV and thinks, oh, I don't like that. I have this irrational fear when I see a snake on TV. I think it's behind me.
Right?
So
Yeah, I don't like them, man. I'm Indiana Jones, 100%.
that's why I like
on
you, and it's so high up that they don't come up there. I don't want to go down in your yard
No.
downstairs. But
No, I wouldn't. I don't like going down there and mowing.
yeah.
But I'm going to clear all that out. When I say cleared out, I mean, this is my backyard. My goal is to have the grotto this year. Well, Mama Bear, as long as you like them at your place.
I'm not a big fan of trouser snakes. I like one of them. The rest, I don't care for.
I feel like trouser worms around here.
Yeah. No, you don't need to do that. We had where I was in Bosnia, they had what was called a jumping viper that'll jump up and then it'll strike you. And
What?
yeah, they're really assholes. So jump up, kind of like a bouncing Betty, goes up like half a meter and then it'll just attack.
Wait. What?
Yeah, they'll curl up, jump up, and then they'll strike you.
It's called a jumping viper?
I think they called it a jumping viper. It probably is called something else down there, but and we were like, yeah, cool. What the hell is that about? And then they were cleaning out because we had some Yanks coming down and we needed to make some space where they could sleep. So they were clearing out a basement and they found a den of those assholes because they were living in there during the winter. And they said, because we don't really know because it's snakes. We don't know snakes. We have one poisonous snake in Denmark or venomous, whatever it is. And it has the same amount of poison as a bee. So it's not, God don't hate Denmark. That's what you can learn from that story.
So
they were
saw
like,
a viper den?
no, I did. Fuck me, no. I would have burned down the place and just driven a bike home to get away from it. But they got it cleared out. And I was just, did you firebomb it? But they were like, I don't know what this is. It looks like a snake. So they was just trying to swat it with a broom, and it just jumped up and goof. They closed the door and went out and said, we might need to talk to a local who knows what the hell this is. And they found out they're quite poisonous.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I don't want anything to do with that. No, man. So like those rattlesnake caves. Have you heard about those? Those rattlesnake dens where they all go and hibernate in like a big hole in the ground, like a cave. And everybody was trying to be for years like, oh no, that's just a myth. That's an urban legend. And then YouTube people were like, no, it ain't. Here it is. And that right then is when I decided that I needed more fire in my life. I need like little cans of spray fire. That'd be awesome. Hey, Roseman.
Hey, Ralphie.
Put a camel spider?
I bet you Ralphie is one of those people who will, oh, it's a baby rattler. They're cute.
She probably, well, she's a zoologist. Like she majored in the study of animals.
This is like Penilla. Penilla is like, I spent 3 years living out in the bush down in Australia. I was living with 7 out of the 8 most dangerous snakes in my tent. And he said, you're a weirdo. No, they were nice. Because she's like that. I don't know if you ever seen her in real life. She has the longest blonde hair and she's kind of like one of those. She's not that tall, or else she would kind of look like an elf, but that's
Like a
because of her
fairy.
Swedish genes.
Yeah, like a forest fairy.
Yeah, and she just, oh, went swimming out in the Great Barrier Reef, and I was petting a great white shark. Why? Oh, it was friendly. I liked it. I brushed the teeth of
No.
the alligator every morning so they weren't so orny.
No.
She is
No.
weird.
She's Swedish, right? I've learned. Trust me, I've learned.
Rest my case.
Oh my gosh, man. Why? That's so. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want any of these like camel spiders or mountain goat monkeys or anything else. Spiders. Yeah. Oh no, I don't want anything. What about a snake spider?
It's probably out there. Did you know the CIA has been killing mermaids since the 60s?
Well, I believe that.
I was listening to a Spaces where they talked about it. I said, that's weird. And I looked into it. Do you know what's even weirder? Sasquatch and mermaids are working together.
Or what?
Sasquatch and mermaids are working together.
Living together?
Working together.
Working
they have
together.
some nefarious plan going on. I'm just saying.
Well, no, that does make sense because, like, mermaids, they can't really go on land, and Sasquatch, they can't really swim.
No, but I found proof of this because I was going. You hear these stories like, oh, the CIA killed every bird in 1963 and made it into drones.
Drones.
Yeah. And I was like, sure they did. And then you told me about it, and I said, oh my God, that's true.
Yeah, Richard Nixon, he really jump-started that.
Yeah. And
the Vietnam War stuff.
Then I got to looking into it, and I have to say I'm convinced now because I found it. I was actually, and that's the funny thing, I was about to do a show about these pictures I found. And exactly that night, I got sick.
They're trying to conceal the truth.
The truth is out there.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
This is a secret meeting of a mermaid and a Sasquatch. Not a lot of people knew that.
But Peter Kane knew it.
I think Peter Dinklage knew it. That's why he didn't want the little people to have roles in the movies, because I think he's in on it.
Very true. Wow. Dinklage, man, you can't trust him. I mean, that name just throws you for a curve.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, you think like Dinklage is like a little small.
Yeah, that's. Did you spell Dingleberry wrong?
Yeah, right. But no, I don't know if I trust the guy. I think he's Soviet.
That's yeah.
Yeah, I think the Soviets. They went to Antarctica in the 90s. Honey badgers. Why? Honey badgers.
Crazy Amy is infatuated with honey badgers because honey badgers will fight every snake in the world, and they'll just pass out for half a minute. Then they'll walk up and say, "That's all you got, bitch," and then move on.
But have you seen a honey badger? I don't know they're real. Now
she sent me a video clip of about honey badgers. Yeah, and it's the best commentary.
That like they go after cobras and all that.
I don't know.
The mongoose? I think that's what you want. Amy, look that up. Make sure it's the mongoose. I think you'd like that. They're kind of like
I showed her that. She didn't know about that. The mongoose. She was like, "You make that up with your stupid Scandinavian accent." I said, "No, it's a real animal. Oh, there's no other place on the planet than America. Stop making stuff up." And I said, "No, it lives in India. It fights cobras." And she was like,
"Yeah." You guys,
Cobra is an international crime organization.
Oh,
it's not a snake.
True. It is. It is an international crime operation. You guys may think that Baker. It's kind of like Superman here with his accent. So you hear it and you see him and you think, oh, he's making stuff up or something, right? But when you see him dressed in his regular clothes, where he wears the tweed blazer with the leather patches, and he has his glasses, he has his pipe, you realize he's a professor. He's every professor you've ever known. He's Professor B.
Wolverine. I love that when Hugh Jackman got the role, he was like, "Oh, Wolverine. Oh, so like a wolf, and learn how to walk like a wolf." So, and they were like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, well, I'm trying to emulate a wolf, but you're a Wolverine. That's not a real animal. Well, it is. Oh, my mistake.
I just found out recently that when he got cast for that, the comic book nerds all got upset because Wolverine's only 5'3".
Yeah, that's why in Deadpool it said comic
Is that
book
short
accurate.
one? Yeah, that's why I found out about it. I was like, I didn't know because I wasn't a Marvel comic guy. I'm pretty Batman. Batman's my thing.
I was X-Men. I
Oh, you
like
did
the
like
X-Men.
them.
I really like the X-Men. I read a lot of Superman, the 80s Superman, and then X-Men. I got into it when I think they made a soft relaunch, and I really liked it. I loved Colossus,
Which Colossus? Which one's Colossus? Is that the
the Iron Man.
yeah, the guy from he was in that first Deadpool, right?
Yeah, the Russian.
Yeah. Oh, you can remind me of him.
Yeah, except that. Yeah. Hey, Jelly Tots. Expert, do you know my morning presentation is 1 hour long?
No. Why? What time is it?
Well, it's just we've been going for almost 2 hours now.
that's right, man. I
Sent you a shirt design for Crazy Amy. Where? Well, I have to.
Is it see through? Baker, now that's something. Did you guys know he sleeps in a fishnet t-shirt? Didn't know that one, did you?
Oh, that's a good one.
See? He likes to I mean, you gotta remember Aquaman is part of his people. That's Pharaoh.
Yeah, but that's Crazy Amy. That's her t-shirt design.
Oh, is she a skunk?
No, I think it's
skunk?
supposed to be a honey badger.
Okay.
Expert forgot we talked about honey badgers 5 seconds ago.
No, I evidently I don't know what a honey badger looks like. I think it looks like a skunk. I asked Shizzy the same thing. He's got his little avatars. Like he goes, "Oh, it's a honey badger." I'm like, no one thinks of you as a honey badger. More like the skunk fits. Oh my gosh, is that Pikachu? Not Pikachu. Sonic Chew.
Is it Sonic Chew?
Sonic Chew.
I can't see it. It's too small. I have to go
Sonic Chew
and open up the channel so I can see what they look like.
Sonic Chew.
No, it's not Sonic Chew. It's the yellow hedgehog.
Sonic Chew.
Is it Sonic Chew? So I'm gonna get Sonic Chew. I'm not touching that medallion. If it comes to my house, I'll burn it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to church.
I don't think you can bring it to church.
I'm gonna send it to Don Lemon.
Sonic Chew will get you. But Technic Generic, thank you so much for gifting a membership. You got one. Jaron Carter, Critters, and Free got one.
I got one.
Myra Mean. Kim Nordstrom. And Georgia Jules Rules got a membership. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships tonight. In Pokemon World, honey badgers would win.
Oh, Well, I don't Pokemon, so I don't know. No, hold on. Do they have honey badgers in America, or do they have them over there? I don't know where honey badgers come from.
We have badgers. I don't think they live off of honey. They claim that my parents had like a slope land down to some wooded area, and they claim that there was badgers in it. I've never seen one. I've never.
I haven't either. I don't even know what a badger is. Isn't hold on, wait, isn't like Michigan the badger state, but they're the um Wolverines? Wait, you have jury duty right now?
No. We are waiting for. I was watching a case, but it'll start at 10 Eastern, or Linda is in Holland, so no, Belgium, one of those. So it'll start at 4 o'clock our time.
Belgium's the country they made up so Germany and France would have a buffer zone. Is
Yes,
that right?
because Britain didn't want one of them having too much easy access to each other.
I learned
That's
that
the
from you.
outcome of the post-Napoleonic War settlements. And then
Really?
it just became the stepping stone for Germans to go into France.
Yeah, it did. Oh my gosh.
I don't ignore
German
your
man.
comments. I pulled up a few of your comments. Danny, he's such a
Right house. Oh,
he he's from down south as well. He has where he'll pull up bar cameras, and he has Crazy Amy on. I don't know why, but then he has Cossie G on, and Mary B, Danny, and Cossie will sit there and look at these people in the bar down in Florida, the Jungle Room, the Red Room, I can't remember the name of it.
it's not that one place where Miami Spice used to go, is it?
I don't. She used to go to every bar, but they will sit and comment, and he's really great at spotting weird quirks. And Cossie G he's a funny guy. You need to know him as well. The Elbow Room, yeah, that's the name.
Elbow room.
And they always know who has the boat, because that's the 45-year-old guy with the 18-year-old girl standing in front of him, looking like, "Can I get some money, please?"
I dated 18-year-old once. Well,
I didn't have a
technically,
yeah.
a lot of times, but
But
No.
yeah, you need to meet. I met so many cool people. I know met a lot of shitheads during the Karen Reads, but I met some cool people as well.
Yeah, there are some very cool people. Very cool
Yeah,
people.
Red House is one of them.
Yeah,
Cossie
he's
G
a
is
cool
one
guy.
of
He
them.
comes in and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, he just said he was going to try to redirect to me the other day, and my stream wouldn't accept redirects, and it does. Like I accept them from everybody. I went back and looked at it and everything.
Yeah, but it's been really effed up lately.
It's totally messed up. It's totally messed up. But
Is the
yeah,
Elbow Room in Fort Lauderdale? Yeah, it's boring as hell as bars goes, in my opinion. Well, it has a live camera, and we can make fun of the people who are in there.
yeah, Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I used to go to. Yeah, I can't watch. I'm not allowed to watch that. Oh my gosh, I know stories about those people.
It's just funny enough. Every time I get to go on his show, I always spot the one with her tatas out.
There's a lot of dudes go to that place.
I pulled you up when you came in and waved to you, Alessi's girl.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I love when
saw
people
that.
are like, no one is seeing me in chat. There's 340 people watching us right now. I can't pull up every chat and say, "Hey, Lola, the good dog. Red House is where the cool kids hangs out when Baker isn't live." No,
Yeah,
also
that
when I'm
hurts.
live.
That hurts.
Jariah says, "Boobs." Rosemary says, "Yeah, on his dad's side, he's been visited him often." I don't know what that is. Think if I did that all the time. We didn't have time to talk about how Belgium was the buffer zone between France and Holland and
Yeah,
Germany.
that really is amazing. So they don't have a king or anything.
The Belgians has a king.
Do you give them a king too?
Yeah. We did the same with Norway when Norway finally broke free of the evil Swedish and sadly didn't return to the benevolent Danish people. That's Mary B. Hey, Mary. They didn't have a king, so we gave them one of our rejects.
Oh,
So
man.
Norway
Everybody
is
over there's got a
de
king.
facto Danish because it's run by the Danish royal house. It's just science. You can't argue with it.
Over here, we call that science inbreeding.
Well, you call it Alabama.
That's true. We do.
It's yeah.
Hey, we got something worse than inbreeding in Tennessee now. We got Californians.
He went gaga for April.
Who did?
Who's April?
I
don't know. Maybe it's Cossie G. I don't know. Oh,
yeah, hit the like button, y'all. But tell everybody about this place.
Get some sleep, Masa. Masa is also a cool guy you need to know.
I do know Mazda somehow.
He's the guy who he does a lot of fundraiser for Kelsey Fitzsimmons, and he is the most humble, nicest guy. He's just
more so than you.
No, I'm an asshole. I'll get into fights and everything, but he's just cool.
The good thing about your style of assholism is that most of the time I just write it off as like a language barrier.
Yeah, when I say the bad words.
No. I was saying something the other day. I was like, oh yeah, it's always bad when Baker is here. We go out and I'm like, this guy needs a green card. And he's at the most inappropriate times. And he just kind of sits there and smiles. And I'm like, see, he's got a language barrier. He's very shy. He's very shy. Don't you want to help him? They never do. I feel so bad. I'm going to get White Rabbit to start saying that.
Still astounded you guys get titlets. No, it's just because we eat bad. That's why we got titlets. It's it's not a good thing. So yeah.
I need to start.
But it's been 2 hours on my 1 hour presentation.
That's
and
awesome.
I need to go and blow my nose and put some nasal spray in so I can breathe again, and maybe go lie down for an hour because energy running low on the big old boy. Before that, can you just, I know Emily has gone to bed because every 23-year-old is at bed at this time. Can you just tell her how disappointed you are that she has never watched Tombstone? She asked me to do a stream with her, and I said, I'm your Huckleberry. And she said, oh, you're my Huckleberry. That's fun. And I said, it's from Tombstone. I haven't watched that movie.
So she's only seen 20 movies, she said. She told me. She said, you'll never guess the ones I have seen. And you know what I did? I leaned back and I said, have you ever seen The Princess Bride? And she said, yes. And I was like, of course you have. Baker's never seen The Princess Bride. He's the one.
I have never seen The Princess Bride.
There you
so
go.
You could be my first.
Well, dude, I've got it. I'll tell you what, I'll show it to you in beautiful 4K. It'll be huge. It'll be big.
We don't have Vicks in Denmark, so I can't put on Vicks.
You don't have Vicks? Vapor Rub?
No, it's not a thing in Denmark.
Jelly with menthol in it.
We have like, heating cream that you'll rub on your legs when you have to go play sport and you don't want to warm up, and you think, oh, that'll fix it so I don't get stretches or something. It doesn't, but you'll put it in your body's pants so he'll get hot nuts. I thought it kind of the same, so I'll just use that instead.
Yeah, you put some right here on your nose.
No, I put some nasal spray on, and then I was told that I had to put it on my feet and then put socks on. I went into a stream the other day and they said, oh, did you do that thing? And I said, yeah, I did that. And it turned into a vicar convention. No, you have to take half an onion and stuff it in your ear and put the other one up your bum, and it'll draw out all the illnesses between the two halves. No, dude, it's a garlic clove. You have to hang a garlic clove over your bed, and then you have to sleep with a mermaid.
Dude,
it turned into
Grandpa
a vicar
Simpson
convention.
Medicine.
No, it was full vicar. It was just you got more old wife house remedies than anything else.
Tales. Yes.
It was just. Have you ever stood outside with your arm like this for 3 minutes because it'll radiate all of the illness out? I'm not sure that's right. It is. I read it in a pamphlet I got at a convention once. Was this a weed convention? Therapeutical weed.
Drink some water, change your socks.
That's why you
works.
always have 2 pairs of socks.
Drink some water, change your socks.
Everyone, go sub up to the expert. His link is on the top of the channel.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
Chat, you guys are great.
Thank you so much for joining my Emily C. MCG
It's the come
appreciation
down show.
stream.
Yeah, I said, dude, man, after you talk to her, you're on a high. Like, it's like, wow.
Yeah, that's why after 4 hours of sleep, I still wanted to go on and praise her.
She may be. What's those? What are those? They're mythical. The in the sea they sing, and sailors,
Mermaids.
No, not the mermaids. The ones
It's
that
sirens, but mermaids and
Sirens.
sirens are the same.
Are they really? Dude, I don't live anywhere near an ocean. There's sharks in that water. Okay, I don't know anything. Like, what's the front of a boat? The shaft. I mean, right? I know that. I don't know where the sail goes or anything.
It goes up the mast.
Was the anchor go in the back or the front?
It depends on if you're trying to keep the stern to the wind or you're trying to get the prow to the waves. You don't want it side on.
No idea.
Because then you'll tip over. Everyone
That's Valhalla. He was in the Navy.
in the Navy.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
the most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten